Welcome to Maths TV. Today we'll be going through Maths IGCSE paper 0580 41 May-June 2018. Video index and paper link is provided in video description. Question number 1. These three people share $680 in the ratio of 9, 7 and 4. Show that Adelaide received. This is easier question, so I'll just add the sum of ratios. 9 plus 7 plus 4 will be equal to 20. Then share of this one will be 9, so 9 by 20 into 630, 680 will be equal to $306. B part, calculate the amount that Barbara and Colette receive. So these two are receiving 7 and 4 share. So 7 by 20 into 680 will be equal to 238, whereas 4 over this is getting share 4, so 4 over 20 will be 680 into 680 will be equal to $136. So share of this will be 238, whereas share of this one will be $136. C part, Adelaide changes her $306 into euros. 306 into euros. The exchange rate is given. 1 euro is equal to $1.125. So calculate the number of euros she received. So we can convert $306 by this one. We can divide it 1.125, and this will be equal to 272 euros. So answer will be 272 euros. D part, Barbara spends a total of $17.56 on 5 kg of apples and 3 kg of bananas. Apple costs 2.69 per kg. So calculate the cost per kilogram of bananas. So 5 multiplied by 2.69, because 5 we have to calculate this one. 5 into 2.6 kg. For apples we can calculate first. So apple will be equal to 13.45. This will be apples, and total cost is 17.56. So 17.56 minus 13.45 will be equal to 4.11. So 4.11 is the cost for bananas for 3 kg. So we'll divide 4.11 by 3, because 3 kg, so for per kg price will be 1.37. So $1.37 cost per kilogram of bananas. E part, Colette spends half of her share on clothes. So half of share, her total share was 136. So half of it is spent on clothes, which is equal to 68. So $68 spent on clothes. So you can write here, clothes is costing 68, and then 1 by 5 of her share on books. So on books she spent 136. 1 by 5 of the total amount, 136, will be equal to 27.2. Now this amount and this amount is spent, so we can subtract this from the total amount and we'll get the remaining amount. So 136 minus these two amounts, 68 plus 27.2. So this will be equal to 40.8. So $40.8. Question number 2. The scale drawing shows two boundaries AB, BC of the field ABCD. The scale of the drawing is 1 centimeter represents 8 centimeter. So this is the drawing given and the scale is also written. 1 centimeter is to 8 centimeters, and A part is the boundaries CD and AD of the field are each 72 meters long. So CD and AD of the field are each 72 meters long. Work out the length of CD and AD on the scale drawing. So 72, this is the scale, so 72 divided by 8 will be equal to 9. So this will be 9 centimeters. B part, basically second part, using a ruler and compasses only complete accurately the scale drawing of the field. So we have to complete the drawing. For completion of the drawing, we will be opening the compass. We'll open the compass for 9 centimeters, and this is the compass. We'll open 9 centimeter, exact 9 centimeter. We'll be opening 9 centimeter. After that, yes, now we have opened 9 centimeter. We'll place on A and make an arc. We'll make an arc, and then we'll put on C and draw this arc, and we will get this point, and this point is D. So we can mark this point as D, and we'll have to join this A with D like this one. We can join this D point, and also we have to join D with C. So we can join D with C. This will be the second part. Then they have mentioned in B part, a tree in the field is equidistant from A and B. So equidistance from A and B, we have to take equidistance from A and B will be the line which is bisecting this line segment AB. So we will be making arcs like this one, and then we will be putting on B and making arc over here. And also I'll move a little ahead. So two points we got. We will join these 2 points and we'll get the intersection. Basically, this is the line which is equidistance from A and B. And second segment of this one is this equidistance from AB and CD. Equidistant from AB and CD. So AB and CD, AB is this one and BC is this one. So equidistance from these two sides will be angle bisector, which we will draw. Angle bisector we can draw by putting compass over here at point B and making an arc like this one, and then we will open and we'll draw an arc over here, and another arc from this point we can draw over here. So this will be the angle bisector. Next, what we can do, we can draw this line, and this will be from this point to this one will be the angle bisector, like this. So we can draw this, and the same thing we can extend this line also. When we extend this line, we'll got this point which is equidistant from BC and CD, and also its equidistance from B and A. So at the last line of the question, they are saying that on this one, on the scale drawing, construct two lines to find the position of the tree which we have already drawn. Use a straight edge and compass only, and leave this your construction arc. So we have left this construction arcs also, and position of the tree will be over here. This will be the position of the tree. We can mark like this. Even we can write tree over here so that examiner will come to know. Question number 3, A part. The price of a house decreased from this dollars to this one. So it's decrease in price. Calculate the percentage decrease. So first we'll calculate the amount decreased. 82,500 minus 77,500. So decrease will be 5,000, and this decrease is against this much amount, so we will write 5,000 divided by 82,500, and percentage we need to calculate the percentage decrease, so multiply by 100. This will be equal to 6.06, so this will be 6% or 6.06%. We can write three significant figures. Then B part, Roland invests 12,000 in an account that pays compound interest at a rate of 2.2% per year. Calculate the value of his investment at the end of 6 years. So give your answer correct to the nearest dollar. So we will be applying the compound interest formula, which is A is equal to P into 1 plus R over N in raised to the power nt. So A will be equal to 12,000 into 1 plus 2.2%, which is 2.2% raised to power 6, because this is for 6 years. So A will be equal to 12,000 into this one. If you calculate, this will be 1.139. And I'm copying the calculator numbers, complete numbers, and then A will be equal to, if we multiply this one, we'll get 13673.771. So to the nearest dollar, so it will be 13674, $13,674. Question number 4. This is the transformation question. Transformation question is this one, and they're saying describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto B. A is this one and B is this triangle. So just simply we'll have to check how many units to the left. See this corner, if we check this corner, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 units to the left, and 1 and 2 units up. So minus 8 and 2 units. So we can write here minus 8 and 2. Minus 8 because left, 8 units left, and 2 because 2 units up. And this is translation. So we can write translation. Next part, triangle A onto C. So A onto C. A is this one and C is this one. So we will check this because this is basically A onto C is reduced, and we will have to touch this one, this corner, and this corner we will be joining and making a straight line to join these two points, and this one will be this line. Then next we can join this corner and this corner. So if we join these two corners, again we will be getting this line, and even third line also we can join this and this, but it's already coming clear, the situation is coming clear that it's meeting at 4, minus 4, basically this one. So all three lines are joining at minus 4. So the center will be, coordinates of this point will be minus 4 and 0. This will be the center of enlargement. So when we will write the answer, we'll have to give the detail that this is enlargement. Enlargement by scale factor 1 by 2 because it is reducing to half, and then with the center minus 4 and 0 we can give the coordinates of the center. And next part, triangle A onto triangle D. So A onto D, I will show you, this is A and this is D. So this is, this is basically rotated. To check the rotation, I will be using the tracing paper, and we'll place the tracing paper like this, and we'll draw the triangle. This is A. Basically, roughly I'm drawing with the free hand so that we can just get the indication A onto D. And coordinate axis also, I will be just making indication of coordinate axis as well so that we can check the rotation. And if we place it like over here, and we will check, I will rotate for you. So if we rotate, this is 90-degree rotation, and I am rotating clockwise. See, it is fitting on this one. So again I'll rotate, and you can see this was the original position of A, and this is the center of rotation, which is 1. This one is center of rotation basically, and this is 1 minus 1 is center of rotation. And when we rotate this triangle, it is fitting at 90-degree rotation. C axis is also coming in the line, so this will be 90-degree clockwise, and this triangle is fitting on it. So answer to this question, we can write this will be rotation 90-degree clockwise, and center of rotation is 1 minus 1. This will be our answer. Then the last part, on the grid, draw the image of triangle A after an enlargement by scale factor 2, and center is given 7 and 3. So 7 and 3, we will go to the center 7 and 3. So 7 and 3 will be 1, 2, 3 over here, and this is the center of this one. I will mention here 7 and 3. This is the center, and from this point we will draw the lines like this one. So if we draw this line touching this one, will be like this. Now we can draw another line which is touching to this corner, and this will be over here. We can draw a line like this one, and third line also we can draw like from the middle, from this point to this point. If we join the line like this, so then we require basically this is 1 and 2 units with base 2 units. We can check from here 1, 2, 3, 4 units will be this base, so this is enlarging. So we can draw triangle over here. This will be the triangle base, and if we check from this point to this point, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. So this will be the enlargement by scale factor 2. So this will be A dash. I will shade for you for your clarity. This is the shaded triangle which is A dash. Hopefully it will be clear now. This is the shaded triangle which is A dash. So this is A, this is enlargement by scale factor 2, and you can see all these three corners are on these three lines. Similarly for this triangle also, all three corners are on the line. Question number 5. Factorize. This expression is given, we have to factorize. We can make pairs of this one and this one. From this pair we can take m common, and inside will be 2n plus m. Similarly we can take minus 3 common, and inside will be 2n plus m. And now we can combine these two, 2n plus m, and the second will be m minus 3. So answer will be 2n plus m and m minus 3. Second part, 4y square minus 881. So we can use the formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. This formula we can utilize. So this we can write 2y whole square minus 9 square. This will be equal to 2y plus 9 and 2y minus 9. So we can write 2y plus 9 and 2y minus 9. Similarly, next part, t square minus 6t plus 8. We have to factorize this one, and we can write the factors like, for example, t square minus 4t and minus 2t plus 8. So we can make pairs. So t will be common, t minus 4 minus 2 common, and t minus 4. Now we can combine and write t minus 4 into t minus 2. This will be our answer. So t minus 4 and t minus 2, this will be the answer. Now making subject, this is rearrange the formula to make x as subject. So this is also easy question. So what we can do, we can just cross multiply first. So kx will be equal to 2m minus x. Now x we can send to this side, so kx plus x is equal to 2m. So we can take x common, so k plus 1 is equal to 2m, and x will be equal to 2m over k plus 1. This will be our answer, 2m over k plus 1. C part, solve the simultaneous equation. You must show all your working. So these two equations are given. So first equation I will multiply by 10 so that we can get 5 over here. So this will be resulting to 5x minus 30 is equal to 90. 30y is equal to 90. And this equation we can write as it is, 5x plus y is equal to 28. So now we can subtract, we'll change sign, and this one will be minus 31y is equal to 90. So we can use calculator. 90 minus 28 will be equal to 62. So this will be 62. So y will be equal to 62 over minus 31. So this will be equal to minus 2. So value of y is equal to minus 2. We can write over here, and we can replace this value y is equal to minus 2 in any of these two equations, original equations. For example, I'll replace this equation second. So 5x minus 2 is equal to 28. So 5x will be equal to 28 plus 2, which is equal to 30. So x is equal to 30 over 5, which is equal to 6. So we can write x is equal to 6. Then D part, 3 over m plus 4 minus 4 over m is equal to 6. And we have to show that this equation can be written as this one. So this format, we have to take LCM of this one. So if we take LCM of this, this will be m into m plus 4. These two things I have written over here. So 3 multiplied by m, so it will be 3m, and minus 4 multiplied by this will be 4 into m plus 4 will be equal to 6. So I will write here 6. Next step, I will just cross multiply. So I'm writing this one, 3m minus 4m minus 16 is equal to 6m. This multiplied by this 6m into m plus 4. Now we can open this one. This will be 3m minus 4m will be minus m, and minus 16 on this side. This will be 6m squared plus 24m. So these two sides we can shift to the other side, this one. So I will write this one, 6m squared plus 24m plus m plus 16 is equal to 0. So our final equation will be 6m squared plus 25m, 24 plus 1, 25m, 25m plus 16 is equal to 0, which is the same as required equation. Next part, part 2, solve the equation. This is the quadratic equation which they have given. So we can use quadratic formula also, and like for example, we can use minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. We can apply this, and we know a is equal to 6, a is equal to 6, b is equal to 25, and c is equal to 16. So we'll replace these values in quadratic formula, minus b mean minus 25 plus minus b square. So b square will be 25 squared minus 4a is 6, ac is 16, so we can extend this root, and over 2a which is also 6. So if we use calculator to solve this, so you can use calculator, but I'll just show minus 25 for plus. First we can calculate for plus, then we can calculate for minus. So root 25 squared minus 4 into, we can put in brackets, into 6 into 16, so divided by 2 into 6, which is 12, so I'll be writing 12. This is equal to minus 0.78, so minus 0.79, I'm just writing 79, or you, okay, 79. And the second value, if you change the sign, I will change the sign over here. We can change the sign to negative, and this will be equal to minus 3.38, minus 3.377, so you can write minus 3.38. Question number 6. A solid hemisphere has volume 230 centimeter cube. Calculate the radius of hemisphere. We have to calculate the radius. So the volume for this sphere, this is for sphere, not hemisphere. So this volume is for sphere, so we will multiply this by 2 to get the volume of a sphere. So 230 into 2, this will be volume. 460 will be the volume for complete sphere, so we can put this one, 460 is equal to this one. In this formula we'll be putting values, 4 by 3 into pi r cube, so this will be our equation. So r cube will be equal to 460 multiplied by 3, this will go up, so this will be multiplied by 3 over 4 pi. So this will be the equation, and r will be equal to cube root. We can write cube root of what? Cube root of these things, 460 into 3 over 4 pi, and we can use calculator to find answer. Basically cube root of 460 into 3, and fraction will be, we can delete and take fraction first. So 460 over 4 and pi, and this one will be 460 into 3 over 4 pi is equal to 4.78. So we can give answer 4.78. B part, a solid cylinder with radius 1.6 centimeter is attached to the hemisphere to make a tie. So a tie is made. So this diagram is not to scale. So the total volume of the tie is this one. Volume is given. Calculate the height of the cylinder. So height of cylinder we have to calculate. Volume, we know volume is equal to, volume of a cylinder is pi r square into h. and this is 70. Volume of this complete shape is basically given, which is 300, and we know we have in previous part we have done this one. Volume is given for this hemisphere, which is 230 centimeter cube. So it means the remaining volume is of this cylinder, and that will be 300 minus 230 will be equal to 70. So 70 is the volume for this cylinder. So we can write 70 is equal to pi r square. R is 1.6, which is given in the question. 1.6 square into h. Now we can find the value of h. H will be equal to 70 divided by pi into 1.6 square. We can use calculator to find answer to this one. So 70 divided by pi, which is this, pi into 1.6 squared. So this will be equal to 8.70. So I will write the answer 8.70 centimeters. Second part, a mathematically similar tie has volume of this one 19,200 centimeter cube. Calculate the radius of cylinder for this tie. We know this one 19,200, and the previous shape which is similar to this one was having 300 of volume of 300 centimeter cube. So 19,200 divided by 300, this will be equal to, we can check, this will be 19,200 divided to 64. So value of k, conversion factor constant, will be equal to 64. Basically this is k cube. We are because this is volume we are taking k cube, and k will be equal to 64 cube root of 64. So we can check cube root of 64. So basically cube root of answer will be equal to 4. So conversion factor is 4. Now radius, we will multiply this with 4 with 1.6, that was the radius. So new radius will be 6.4. So answer we will write is 6.4 centimeters. Question number 7. The graph of y is equal to 10 minus 8x square for this range is drawn on the grid. So this is the graph plotted. So I will show the graph. Complete graph is this one. So question is on the next page. So I will be showing you question, and as well as when the term will come, I'll show you the graph as well. So I will keep this one with me. Okay, so they're saying a part, write down the equation of the line of symmetry of the graph. So line of the symmetry of the graph, you can see this is the symmetry line. This one is line of symmetry. So y-axis is line of symmetry, equal on both sides. So x is equal to 0 is line of symmetry. So we can answer here x is equal to 0. Then on the grid opposite, which is this one, on the grid opposite, draw the tangent to the curve at the point where x is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 is this one. So at this point we have to draw the tangent. So I will draw tangent for you. So tangent will be like this one, so we can draw the tangent. So tangent is drawn. We'll go to the question again, which is on the next page. So I'll move this. So tangent is drawn. Find the gradient of the tangent. So gradient of tangent, you know, is rise over run. So we'll take 2 points on the straight line. So we can take these 2 points. For example, we can take this point, or even we can take this point, which is 12. So this is 0 and 12, and this point also we can take 1.5. So rise is 12 divided by 1.5. So 12 divided by 1.5. So this is negative. Why? Because this is right side is going down, so we'll be writing minus here. So it will be 12 divided by 1.5, which is equal to 8. So minus 8 will be the gradient of this one. The next C part is a table given with another equation, and the other equation is y is equal to x cube plus 3x plus 4. The table shows the values for this, so we'll have to calculate the values for this one. If we replace minus 1 in this equation, we will get 0. You can replace with the calculator and you will get 0. Similarly, this value will be 2.4, and if we replace 0, this will be 0, this will be 0, so y will be equal to 4. So this is simple, so I'm not going to detail. Then complete the table is done, and on the grid opposite, draw graph of this one. So this graph is having these table of values. So we'll use this table of values, and we will plot the graph. So first pair of ordered pair is minus 1.5 and minus 3.9. So minus 1.5 is over here, and minus 3.9 will be down. So I will move the page. So minus 1.5 and minus 3.9 will be, this will be minus 4, so 3.9 will be over here. So I will mark this one as minus 3.9. I'm circling this point. Then the second pair is minus 1 and 0. So minus 1 and 0 will be this point, so I will circle this as well. Even you can put cross. So third point is minus 0.5 and 2.4. So minus 0.5 is this one, and 2.4 will be 2.4. So 2.4 will be over here. So we can circle this point as well. Then comes next point is 0 and 4. So 0 and 4 is this point, so I will circle this as well. Then next point is 1 and 8. 1 and 8, I missed 1 point, 0.5 and 5.6. 0.5 and 5.6 will be over here. So we can circle this point. Then 1 and 8, 1 and 8 will be this one. So we got this point. Then last point is 1.5 and 11.9. 1.5 and 11.9. So I'll try to show you 11.9 as well. So 11.9 is over this one. So these are the points we have drawn all these points. Then this one on the grid opposite, draw this one. We'll have to draw the graph, so we'll have to draw smooth curve. So smooth curve we can draw with free hand like this one, and this will be curved like this. So you can see this is the almost smooth curve. Over here you can erase if you are feeling some lesser smoothness, so this one will be smoother. Then after drawing this one, we have drawn this. Then show that the values of x where the two curves intersect are the solutions of to the equation this one. Okay, so what we will do, we will change the shape of this equation to accommodate this one. So x cube plus 3x, we can take this one as 3x, and plus we require plus 4 which is not there, so we will subtract also minus 4 so that it should be equal, and then we will write this one as plus 8x square and minus 6 is equal to 0. So what I have done, I have written the same equation but in different format. I have shifted this to here, and this was missing, so I have added plus 4 and minus 4 so that it should be required equation can be drawn. This is the equation which is equal to y, so I will write this one as y, and this will be y plus 8x square and minus 10 is equal to 0. So we can shift these things to other side. So y is equal to minus 8x square plus 10. So this will be the equation. Show that the values of x where the two curves intersect are the solutions of this one. So if we check this one, minus 8x square plus 10, this is solutions of this equation. We can check this, which is 1.12. this one, if you see here, 1.12 over here, and similarly minus 1.12. these two are the solutions for this. So we can show this one by drawing a suitable straight line. Solve the equation, this one, for this. So we have to draw suitable straight line. Straight line we can draw, which is like x cube plus 5x. Instead of 5x we can write 3x plus 2x, 3x plus 2x plus 2, and plus 2 is equal to 0 plus 2. So what we have done, basically this equation we have rearranged and we have written like x cube plus, instead of writing 5x we have written 3x plus 2x, and plus 2 we have written this one, and this plus 2 we have added on both sides so that we can utilize this as like for example we can write this as x cube plus 3x plus 4, x cube plus 3x plus 4 is equal to minus 2x plus 2. I have shifted this to other side, so this will be y, which is this one, x cube plus 3x plus 4 is equal to y. So this will be y is equal to minus 2x minus 2. Now this is the equation of straight line which we will be drawing on the same grid, and we will get the solution. For example, this is the grid which we are utilizing. We will have to draw y is equal to minus 2x plus 2. So I will write equation here for you so that we can refer. We got equation y is equal to minus 2x plus 2. So plus 2, this is y-intercept, you know, it's straight line is passing through 2. So this is the point 2 from where straight line is passing, and minus 2 is the gradient, like slope of the straight line. So it will be, if we replace x is equal to 0, y will be 2, and if we replace y is equal to 0, for example, if we replace y is equal to 0, we will get minus 2x plus 2. So it means 2x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1. So we can use this point, x is equal to 1, so it will be 1 and 0. So 1 and 0 will be this point. So this is the second point which we got from this equation which we had derived. So this point, and this is the y-intercept. So we'll be drawing the straight line passing through these 2 points. So hopefully you are understanding everything. So we will be drawing this straight line like this, and solution will be minus 0 points. If you check this one, this point is almost this one, 0.4. So this is the solution. So I will write minus 0.4 as a solution for this, minus 0.4. Question number 8. The exterior angle of a regular polygon is x and interior angle is 8x. Calculate the number of sides of the polygon. We know 8x plus x. Both the angles, exterior angle plus interior angle, will be adding up to 180. So we can write this one equal to 180. So 9x is equal to 180 degrees. So x will be equal to 180 divided by 9, which is equal to 20. So this is, x is equal to 20 degree. So we know the total angle is of a total exterior angle, sum of exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degree. So 360 divided by 20 will be equal to 18 sides. So answer will be 18. Now B part is this one, circle theorem. This is circle is given. So A, B, C, D point, circumference of the circle, center is DOB. DOP is diameter basically, is a straight line, and angle DAC is equal to 58, which is given. Find the angle CDB. CDB, we have to find basically this angle, right? So if you check, this is this one is 58 because this is angle at the same arc. So this is 58, this will also be 58, and we know this is right angle, and this is 90 degree because this is a triangle in a semicircle, and so this is 58, this is 90, and we can find this angle. So to write on the working, because this is 3 marks question, you will have to write some working also. So we can write angle DBC is equal to 58 degrees, and reason we can write as angle at same arc. So we can put in brackets, and then we'll have to write this one, DCB. Angle DCB is equal to 90 degrees. The reason is triangle in a semicircle is always right angle, basically, right? And now we can write angle CDB will be equal to 180 minus 58 plus 90. So we can use calculator to solve this. So 180 minus 58 plus 90, this will be equal to 32. So we can write down this angle as 32 degrees. So this one is 32 degrees. C part, it's another circle. So PQR are points on the circumference of the circle center O. PO is parallel to QR. PO is parallel to QR. And angle POQ is equal to 48. Find the angle OPR. OPR. Basically, we need this angle. So we know that this angle on PQ up to the center is 48, and the same segment of the arc PQ is having another angle which is subtending to the circumference, and this angle, you know, by rule is half of this center angle. So this is 48, so this will be 24 by the rule, and we know these two lines are parallel to each other. This is 24, so this will also be 24. So this angle will be 24 degrees. So you can write the reasoning also. Angle POQ is equal to half of angle, this one is equal to angle PRQ, and you can write this one angle OPQ. Angle OPQ is equal to angle PRQ. So reason for this one, you can write angles on the same segment, angle subtending from same segment to center and circumference. And for this is reason for this one, and for this one you can write angles of a parallel line, because parallel lines. Second part, the radius of the circle is 5.4 centimeter. It's given 5.4 centimeter. Calculate the length of the major arc PQ. Basically, we know this formula for a sector. L is equal to theta over 360 into 2 pi r. We can apply this formula, and theta is what? Theta is 360 minus 48. You can check from the diagram. Theta is this angle will be 360 minus this angle 48. So this angle will be 360 minus 48. So the same we have taken over here. Theta is equal to 360 minus 48 is divided by 360, this formula, into 2 pi and r, which is 5.4, which is given in the question. So multiply by 5.4, this will be length. We can use calculator to solve this, and we will write this one 360 minus 48 divided by 360, which is formula, multiply by 2 pi and multiply by 5.4. This will be equal to 29.4. So answer will be 29.4 centimeter. Question number 9. The probability that it will rain tomorrow is this one. If it rains, the probability that Raphael walks to school is 1 by 6. If it does not rain, probability that Raphael walks to school is 7 by 10. Complete the tree diagram. If it rains is 5 by 8, so we will write here 5 by 8. And not rain will be 3 by 8. Remaining will be not rain. And walk to school will be 1 by 6. So does not walk to school will be 5 by 6. Remaining 5 by 6. Similarly, this one does not rain, and probability of walk to school is 7 by 10. So remaining will be 3 by 10, which is here. So we can fill this one. And B part is calculate the probability that it will rain. It will rain tomorrow and Raphael walks to school. So rain and walk to school. Rain will be this one and walk to school will be this one. So we'll take these two probabilities and multiply, which is 5 by 8. 5 by 8 into 1 by 6. So we can calculate this. 5 over 8 multiply by 1 over 6, which is equal to 5 by 48. So our answer will be 5 over 48. Similarly, C part, calculate the probability that Raphael does not walk to school. Does not walk to school is having two options. One is this one, rain and does not walk to school, and does not rain and does not walk to school. So we'll take all these two options, this multiply by this plus this multiply by this. So 5 by 8 multiply by 5 by 6 plus 3 by 8 multiply by 3 by 10. We can use calculator to solve. Basically 5 divided by 8 multiply by 5 divided by 6. This will be equal to 25 over 48 plus this will be 9 over 80. So we can add this one plus 9 over 80 will be equal to 19 over 30. This is the simplified answer. So basically marking scheme has given 304 over 480, which is also simplifying to 19 over 30. If we check, we can 304 divided by 480. This will also be simplifying to 19 over 30. So this is the answer. Question number 10. A part. In 2017, the membership fee for a sports club was $79.50. This was an increase of 6% on the fee in 2016. So this was the amount. Calculate the fee in 2016. This is reverse percentage question. So let us suppose that X will be the amount and 106%, because this is 6% increase. So we can take 106% of this X is given is equal to 79.5. So we can simplify this. 79.5 multiplied by 100 divided by 106. We can calculate 79.5 multiplied by 100 divided by 106 will be equal to 75. So this is equal to $75. P part, on one day the number of members using the exercise machine was 40. Correct to the nearest 10. Each member used the machine for 30 minutes. Correct to the nearest 5 minutes. Calculate the lower bound for the number of minutes the exercise machines were used on this day. So this is a lower bound upper bound question. So we will find the lower bound and upper bound. We can write lower bound and upper bound of 40, which is 45 and 35, because it is correct to the nearest 5. So half of 5 we will add and subtract. Then similarly we can write the lower bound and upper bound of 30. So this will be upper bound, this will be lower bound. Similarly upper bound and lower bound. Upper bound of 30, because this is nearest 5 minutes. So 30 minutes upper bound will be 32.5, because half of 5 we are adding and subtracting also half of 5. So 27.5. This is the lower bound and this is the lower bound. So we'll multiply these two lower bounds. 35 multiply by 27.5. This will be equal to, we can multiply 32.5 multiply by 27.5. This will be equal to, I'll have to multiply again because this is 35, this number is 35. So this is 962.5. So this will be equal to 962.5. So we can write here answer 962.5. C part, on another day the number of members using exercise machine E, the swimming pool S and tennis court T is shown in the Venn diagram. So this is the Venn diagram given. E, S and T numbers are also given. Part 1, find the number of members using only tennis courts. So only tennis court area will be this one. I'm not shading dark, so I'll have to erase. So this will be 16 only, so we can write here 16. Part 2, find the number of members using the swimming pool. So using swimming pool will be this area. Using swimming pool will be this one. So if we add all these numbers, so these numbers we can add 5 plus 4 plus 33 plus 8, which is equal to 50. So answer to this one will be 50. Then third part, a member using the swimming pool. So swimming pool user is chosen at random. Find the probability that this member also uses the tennis court and the exercise machine. So out of these 50, we have to choose a member which is using tennis court and exercise machine as well. So user of this one and this one, so this region basically is required. So if I'll erase this all so that you can understand it properly. So this is the region which is required. Users of this region and also intersection of this one will be 4. So 4 divided by 50, because total number is 50. So out of 50 total number, 4 are the probabilities. So 4 divided by 50 will be the answer, 4 over 50. Fourth part, find n of t intersection E union C. So T intersection E union C we have to find. So we'll go through the drawing again. This is the Venn diagram. So I'll shade accordingly. First we have to choose E union S. So E is this portion, E and S. This is E union S, which I have shaded. And we have to take intersection of E union S with T. So intersection of E union S with T, whatever common in this one is only this portion. So I will double shade this. This one is the portion which is required. So we'll add these three numbers, 7, 4 and 8. So 7 plus 4 plus 8 will be equal to 19. So answer will be 19 over here. Question number 11, A part, OA is given, AB is given and AC is given. We have to find OB mod. So we will apply formula OB square is equal to under root of 8 plus 4. So 8 plus 4 square plus minus 7. This is minus 7 plus 3. Minus 7 plus 3 whole square. So this will be equal to 144. This will be 8 plus 4 will be 12. 12 square will be 144. Plus this one will be minus 4 plus 3 will be minus 7 plus 3 will be minus 4. So minus 4 square will be 16. So 144 plus 16 under root, we can find 144 plus 16, which is equal to this one, or we can write 12.64. So this will be OB. When we take OB under root, this will be not square, so this will be OB is equal to this one. So we will write 12.64 and this will be answer 12.64. So this is basically formula. OB square will be without under root, and when we take this under root, this square will be gone. So second part, which is BC, we have to find BC. For BC, what we can do, we have basically AB. If we draw a small drawing to understand, this is like A and B. Similarly, we have AC as well. So say this is C. So this will be AC. AB is 8 and 7. This side is 8 and minus 7, and this side is minus 3 and 6. So now we have to find basically BC, and BC vector will be like this one. BC will be this vector. So we can take this root, this side BA plus AC, we can take this root. So minus 3 minus 8, this minus, because this is with minus, so minus 8 and minus 3, and this will be minus 7 and 6. So this will be minus 7 will change direction, so it will be plus 7, so plus 7, and this one will be 6. So vector will be minus 11 and 13. So we'll write minus 11 and 13. For B part, they have given the drawing, and which is not to scale. PQ is A and PS is B. So find QX. This one we have to find up to this level. So we will find QS first, and we know that QS will be equal to P will be equal to QP plus PS. QP plus PS. So QP we know is equal to minus A, and PS is B. So this is basically QS we have found. So but we know that QX is equal to half of QS, which is equal to minus A plus B by 2. So we can write answer as 1 by 2 into minus A plus B. This will be our answer. C part, M matrix is given, and we are supposed to calculate M square. So M square mean M into M. So 2518 multiplied by 25 and 18. So we know that first row and first column will be multiplied, and this will be 2 into 2 mean 4, and then 5 into 5 plus 25. 5 multiplied by 1 will be 5. So this will be 5. Then first row and second column will be here. So 2 into 5 will be 10, plus 5 into 8 will be 40. Similarly, second row, first column, 1 into 2 will be 2, plus 8 into 1 will be 8. Similarly, second row, second column, 1 into 5 will be 5, plus 8 into 8 will be 64. So answer will be 4 plus 5 will be 9, 2 plus 8 will be 10, 10 plus 40 will be 50, and this one will be 69. Similarly, M inverse is equal to, M inverse we know is equal to adjoint of M over M mod. This is the formula which we will be applying. So adjoint of A we can write first. Adjoint of M basically is equal to M is this one. So we will be changing the positions and signs of positions for these two, 2 and 8. So 8 will be here and 2 will be here, and for these two will be changing signs. So minus 1 and minus 5. So this is adjoint of M, and M mod we can write. In M mod we are multiplying these two. 8 into 2 will be 16, minus 5 into 1 will be 5, so which is equal to 11. So we will replace values in this. So adjoint of M will be 8 minus 5 minus 1 and 2 divided by 11. So we can write answer like this one, 8 minus 5 and minus 1 and 2. Question number 12. Marco is making patterns with gray and white circular mats. So these are the drawings. We'll have to complete this table. Number of gray mats will be in 5. We can count these gray. So these are 18. If you count, this will be 18, and then we have to write the total number of mats. So you will calculate this also, 28. These are the number. You can add them, complete the table of pattern which we have done. This is 2 marks question. Then B part, find the expression in terms of n for the number of gray mats in pattern n. So basically formula for nth term is required. So this we can check. This is for first term. This one, number of gray mats, this is 6 and 9. So difference, basically I will write the sequence first. 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. If you check, the difference is 3, and this one also 3. This, so common first order difference is same, 3. So we can write difference into n. For first term it will be 1, so 3 into 1, n is equal to 1. So 3 plus 3 is required to get 6. So we can check this formula for 1, 2, 3. If we replace n is equal to 3, we will get 3 into 3, 9 plus 3, which is 12. So it's working. We checked for this. Even you can check for others also, and the formula is 3n plus 3. C part, Marco makes a pattern with 24 gray mats. So find the total number of mats in the pattern. So basically this is the nth term which we will be using. 3n plus 3 general formula is equal to 24. So value of n we will have to find. 3n is equal to 24 minus 3, which is 21. So n is equal to 21 over 3, which is 7. So n will be equal to 7. Now for the 7th term, we will check total number of mats. Total number of mats for 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th term is 28. And we know this difference. We can check. This is 4 and then 5. Then this is 6. This is 7. So next term difference will be 8. So 28 plus 8, we can check. 28 plus 8 will be 36. So this will be 36, which is 6th term, but we need another term. So add 8. 36 plus 8 will be equal to 44. No, but this is 8. Then we'll have to add basically 9. So 36 plus 9. 36 plus 9 will be equal to 45. So answer will be 45. D part, Marco needs a total of 6 mats to make the first pattern. So n is equal to, for n is equal to 1, we can replace in this given equation. He needs a total of this one, mats, to make the first n pattern. Find the value of a and b. Basically a and b value we require. For n is equal to 1, we will place in this equation. We will get 1 by 6 into 1 cube plus a into 1 squared plus b into 1, so which is equal to 6. This is given over here. So what we can do, we can simplify this equation. 1 over 6 plus a plus b is equal to 6. And if we multiply this equation by 6, we will get a plus basically we are shifting this 1 by 6 to other side, so a plus b is equal to 6 minus 1 over 6, and we can solve this 6 minus 1 over 6 will be equal to 35 by 6. So this is equal to 35 by 6. Now for n is equal to 2, if we check n is equal to 2, this will be 1 over 6 into 2 cube plus a into 2 squared plus b into 2 is equal to 16, because this is the need a total of 16 to make the first two patterns. So if we calculate, basically we can calculate this 1 over 6 into 8, because this is 2 cube will be 8 plus this will be 2 square will be 4a plus 2b is equal to 16. Now we can simplify this one. This will be 4a plus 2b is equal to 16, and minus, we can write this one as 4 by 3. So minus 4 by 3, we have shifted this to this side, and then we can simplify further, and we can divide this by before dividing we'll have to simplify this one. 16 minus 4 divided by 3 will be equal to 44 by 3, which is equal to 44 by 3. So our equation will become 4a plus 2b is equal to 44 by 3. Now we can divide by 2, we can equalize this one. Basically we have this equation as a plus b is equal to 35 over 6. So we will utilize this equation and this equation to equalize the coefficients of b. We will divide this by 2, so we will get 2a. This will be divided by 2, so we will get 2a, and plus b is equal to, when we will divide this by 2, we will get 22 over 3. So this equation and this equation we will take solve like simultaneous equations. So 35 over 6. Now we can subtract. So after subtraction, this one will be cancelled, and next will be 2a minus a will be a is equal to, if we solve this, 22 by 3 minus 35 over 6 will be equal to 3 by 2. So a value will be 3 by 2. This value we can replace in any of these two equations. We know a plus b is equal to 35 over 6. So we can replace a is equal to 3 by 2 plus b is equal to 35 by 6. We can shift this to the other side. B is equal to 35 by 6 minus 3 by 2. So we can solve this with the calculator. 35 over 6 minus 3 over, so minus 3 divided by 2 will be equal to 13 over 3. So this value will be 13 by 3. So a we got is 3 by 2 and b is 13 by 3.